Hey YouTube, it's Nora and I am back today with another story time video, which is going to be about the time that I had an allergic reaction to some medication that I was on and my whole face decided that it was going to blow up. So this reaction actually happened Easter weekend. I had posted an Easter vlog, but I had put makeup on my face and it was only beginning to start then, so you can't very much tell. So pretty much the story as to why I was even put on the medication was that I had had some acne from being on prednisone because of colitis. If you've watched that video, you would know. And what had happened was I had been put on benzoyl peroxide, and it comes in this weird gel. And to start off, the pharmacist didn't mix it correctly, but I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take it. And so I had taken a dose of it the night before Easter. Didn't think it would do anything to me. It didn't do anything to my brother. He never had any issues with it. And I did have kind of sensitive skin. And I tried Clearasil before and it had burnt my skin, but I honestly didn't think much of it when I was trying this medication. So what happens is you put the medication on your face, it's like a cream, and you just let it sit. It's all topical, and that's what I've done. And the next day you're supposed to experience some burning with it, but I did, and it kind of chemically burnt my face, and my whole face kind of looks like a tomato, but I didn't think much of it. And this side kind of felt like it was a bit puffy, like I could maybe see it from my eye, like I could see my cheek puffing out, but I didn't think much of it. I figured this is probably just a side effect that everyone gets. It's nothing abnormal. So Easter morning, because my skin felt so raw and looked like a tomato, I had applied makeup. As you can see in the video, my face looks completely fine. Maybe a tiny bit swollen, but not that bad. Throughout the day, I had kind of applied an ice pack, and I was like, it's kind of annoying, but it's really not that bad. So I had actually applied it again. I'm trying to think, I might have actually applied it before, the night before Easter. Because I had applied it 3 times, but now I can't remember which time I had done it. So you're supposed to do it morning, night, morning, night. I think I'd done it the next morning, and then I washed it off, and then Easter night, because my face was kind of puffy, I was like, maybe it's just normal, so I put it on again, and then I couldn't even keep it on then either. So 2 times I'd actually wiped it off. I hadn't actually let it sit on, and at that point my face was getting pretty swollen on this side. So the morning after Easter, I woke up and my face was bad. Yeah, it was pretty gross. I kind of looked like I was a different race. So I was like, Mom, we need to do something about this. So she was like, yeah, I guess. So instead of taking me to the hospital, she took me to the pediatrician, and they told me I had to take Benadryl, and the Benadryl was doing nothing for it. And they also told me to take Zyrtec, and again, the Zyrtec did nothing to it. My face just kept getting more swollen and swollen, but they told me that I had to just live with it and deal with it. Another thing they had told me is that if it continued, I'd have to be put back on a short burst of prednisone, which is what caused the whole situation. So I didn't want to do that again. So after I'd gone to the pediatrician the next morning, so 2 days after Easter, I had woken up and my whole face was severely swollen. I could not see out of this eye. This eye was severely swollen. I was supposed to have gone back to college, but because it was so swollen and they were still afraid that I was going to go into anaphylactic shock, I had to stay home. And the next day, because the Benadryl, and I literally had slept because of the Benadryl, I was literally taking it every 4 hours. The 2 pills, that's the highest dose. Didn't do anything. So I actually was put on prednisone again, and it took about 3 or 4 days to go down. And once I'd started the prednisone the next day, so this was on a Monday, and I was supposed to go back to school on Monday, but I didn't go back till Tuesday, and that's when I started the prednisone. Make noise while I'm filming. I'm sorry if you can hear that. That's my fridge. So I had gone back to school and I didn't go to class because I didn't want people to see my swollen face, and after a few days it had calmed down. So Tuesday I went back to school and I was on the prednisone, and then Wednesday I decided that I would go back to class, but I wore sunglasses and I was staking out or something the whole time because I didn't want to be seen with a completely swollen face. Even my RA someone was like, whoa, what happened? You shouldn't look like that. So I looked like a balloon the rest of the time. Thanks benzoyl peroxide, and I will never be put on again. And that's pretty much my story time and what happened when I took it. Thank you all for watching.